Hi there, my name's Ellie, and I'm going to be addressing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 10, Reduced Inequalities. Action towards this goal is designed to address discrimination such as race, age, ethnicity, gender, class, and disability. In September 2022, I underwent knee surgery to help chronic pain on both my knees. Whilst the surgery didn't fix my joint pain, I did notice something strange happening to the skin on my hands, my face, my knees, and my feet. It was a red, burning pain that would come up in patches, and it could be triggered by mundane things like eating, exercises, or even watching a movie. The flare-ups would be so painful, it would feel like my skin was burning from the inside out. After a tedious year of appointments, specialists, blood work, and lots of money, I finally got a diagnosis for something called erythromelalgia. I'd never heard of this disease before. The disease typically affects the hands, feet, and face, but these symptoms aren't conclusive. Everyone deserves to live a life free of pain, which is why I propose to establish Australia's first Erythromelalgia Association. I propose to call it the Erythromelalgia Foundation Australia, or EFA. We will address 11 goals that will hopefully benefit the lives of people with this disease as well as their families, and also increase awareness of this illness. According to the UN SDG goal, Reducing Inequalities, people with a disability experience disproportionate instances of discrimination. In Australia, approximately 20% of people have a disability, which is almost 4 million people. 90% of these are invisible. I believe that the goals of the Erythromelalgia Foundation Australia can make it easier for people to access information about the syndrome as well as learn about treatment options. These objectives have been developed according to the UN's SDG Reducing Inequalities Goal 10.2 to empower and promote the social, economic and political inclusion of all, irrespective of age, sex, disability, race, ethnicity, origin, religion or economic or other status. This timeline outlines the essential goals which have been prioritised by feasibility leading up to the website and social media launch on the 1st of June 2024. It cost me $2,389 to confirm my diagnosis of erythromelalgia, and this doesn't include petrol and GP referrals, which is why I'm dedicating $18,200 of the budget to provide sponsorships for patients to receive a diagnosis. I've devised the budget going on approximate costs for expenses according to resources and charitable work expenditures broken down by month. I have chosen to spend $3,000 on a lawyer. This will allow me to establish a strong legal basis as a charity and ensure that I am adhering to all laws that regard a charity organisation. I am allocating $2,000 to see an accountant 2 times a year, and I'm also allocating $240 for insurance. A key goal of the Erythromelalgia Foundation Australia is to provide a central hub of information for people, which is why I'm allocating $720 of the budget for a WordPress website. This money will cover the cost for the URL each month. I'm also allocating $300 for research. These aren't specific costs yet, they're just anticipated. I'm also allowing $350 for a Hootsuite account, which is an account that can manage multiple social media platforms, which will make it easier to post content. Erythromelalgia is rare, chronic, and incurable. It is thought to affect 1 in every 100,000 people, which means there's approximately 260 people in Australia who may have this disease. However, due to the rarity of the disease and the lack of visibility in medical research, there may be more people who have these symptoms who simply haven't been diagnosed or been misdiagnosed with another similar illness. I anticipate needing computer resources like a PC, a laptop or monitors. I also need to ensure that I've secured a URL and other social media platforms. I've also commissioned an artist to design a logo for the foundation. The artist will also work on the graphic elements of the website to establish a brand, font, and different colours. One of the challenges that I anticipate are the lack of other team members to help me achieve the goals of the foundation. As a full-time student with a disability, I have to also be very aware that my time and my energy are limited. I'm also aware that my closeness to the syndrome may cause me to develop biases, which is why it's so important for me to refer to the list of goals that I've written, which include empowering other people with rare disabilities to advocate for their illnesses. I am seeking to raise $50,000 for the establishment of my foundation, and I would absolutely love to have your support for the Erythromelalgia Foundation Australia. This is a really exciting opportunity to develop a wonderful and strong community for a disease that has been underrepresented for so long. I would greatly appreciate your aid for the Erythromelalgia Foundation Australia. Thank you so much for listening to my goals and objectives, and I really hope to see you along the way as we make change for people with a disability.